Hello and welcome to my latest video on Jurassic World Alive. And today's video I'm going to run through exactly what you need to do and how to do it to defeat the level 30 Distortus Rex boss on the Isle of Trials Node 28 mission. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, well, actually, no, IDGT's done a video on this. Yes, he's done a walkthrough video. He shows his team defeating the boss. However, when I tried to replicate that, I couldn't win. You know, I had the right creatures, and I was doing the same moves, but I simply wasn't winning. So that got me thinking, right, what do I need to do? And if I'm struggling, then probably the community is struggling. So I've done some analysis, which I'm going to be sharing with you. And the analysis shows exactly how you need to set up your team, what attributes they need to have, and what moves they do during the course of the battle for you to win. I should also mention that there is a bug in the game that I've reported to Lydia, and you need to be mindful of this when playing. And I'll mention that further in the video when it's relevant. So the strategy itself that IDGT has created is absolutely spot on. So it's all about Tyrannosaurus's ability to nullify and afflict the Distortus Rex, to reduce that armor down to 0 and to reduce its damage. And what that does, in terms of reducing the armor down to 0, it then optimizes the damage that the team can do on Distortus Rex. Also, the rest of the team, they've got abilities to increase the crit chance of their attacks. And again, you're going to need this to win. Another key element with the team is the counterattack. So, you know, a lot of them have counterattacks, which again, if they can do crit hits, then again, that just adds to the damage that they're doing. And again, that damage down to 0 to win the battle. So the strategy I've documented is obviously based on IDGT's walkthrough video. So, you know, we've got the right creatures, and I've done the minimum that I found in terms of health points. I've got the speed attributes in there as well, and as well as the damage worked out from his video and my experience and testing as well. So I actually ran through this 18 times before I got the win, and that's because the strategy, even though it works, it actually is really heavily dependent on RNG. If you notice in IDGT's video, he got 12 crit hits out of 13 attacks, and that includes the counter attacks. When I actually won my battle, it was 9 out of 14 crits that I needed to win, and probably any less than 9, you're probably not going to win. So in terms of the bug that I mentioned, some of you might have noticed in IDGT's video that at the very end, Junior, he selects an attack move first, but then changes his mind to I think it was like the cleanse ability. However, the bug is that the game will take the first ability that you've chosen. It'll ignore any subsequent ability. So it actually worked out really well for IDGT because the attack actually took down the boss. So it actually worked out really well for him. Anyway, be mindful that you need to be very definite in selecting your attacks and your moves, because if you get the wrong one, then change your mind, the game won't take the second, or won't take your final choice. It'll always take the first selected move. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's have a look at this in action.